Hello everyone, welcome to the Holdfast official Sunday line battle as hosted by the 51st, and you can see a great turnout this evening as we go hunting for forces. Aha! The British spawn over here. You can see all the guys getting themselves ready. A few guys getting their rocks off. And look at this. That's probably going to be the 51st. Look at them all wonderfully lined up. Don't they look handsome, dashing and well organised, obviously. So, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go to the standard spectate camera. And here from the first FT Cadet Sommelon, or Sommelon, moving in with the line. Yeah, you can see him with Corporal Rhodesian. These fine fellows getting ready. Recruit Pigeon. So, we move over to the LV. Recruit Demitek the second. Look at these fellows. Don't they look great? Look at them all. Fantastic stuff. And we're in with the 92nd, Private Hugh Turner. And he's out and about. Look at this lovely snowbound landscape. And we move over to Cadet Sommelon again. And you can see them getting set up into a line ready for the onslaught of the British. And look at that. Nice fire coming in here. The 92nd are approaching. And it looks like some of the 92nd have already fallen, as the 28th are getting sorted out. There's William Blakeney, John Orange next to him. And there's the support over on the right-hand side. So we're going to quickly go back to the free roam camera as we move in, as the British line, or what looks like the British line, moves up closer towards their French opponents. And here they are in this dried up or frozen riverbed, the flag being held low. And there they are engaging the French at distance. Members of the 92nd and the RRA being finished off at long distance. Let's have a look at their casualties. A few people here and there. Nothing too major. They're keeping their distance. The French army supported on the right flank by another line. And now look at this. This is going to be the danger for them. As right flanking over here are the British. You can see them getting into position for a very nasty flank. And as you can see in the centre of the screen, the French are pulling back to what would be a safer location. Now, these guys making use of the hill to provide that extra cover, and shots going in from the 51st into the 92nd. Fine drumming work also being done as a few members of the 51st fall from the long distance shooting of the enemy. That was Thomas Maitland who fell, unfortunately. So now they move out once again. And taking casualties of the 92nd. Courtesy of the 28th. Look at these fellows here. Look at them all. Beautifully drilled. Oh, look at that. Isn't that glorious? One person all on his lonesome. So, let's go in and see what's going on. Corporal Melchett of the 51st. What a fine name for a gentleman. Oh, bullets fire coming into the 51st. Hopefully the corporal will survive. As you can see, Cadet Sommelon is down, and fire going in from the 51st. Nemo, Death Star, and Icy Killer with a nice kill. And you can see them now backing up to a safer location, as these guys are in the process of engaging the enemy at distance. The 28th also in there. And here are the 45th. PFC Beetle Feet, or Beetle Fet. Now they're moving out with Recruit Ladies Man. Well, hello. And the other fellows of the British Army following in behind. So, George Miller as William Blakely and Mr. Holborn continuing to fire. The flag holder staying in place. Bootakang of the 51st. Oh, goodness me. That was Ding Bubbard 7 who just got absolutely butchered. And so now you can see the 45th moving up to a closer location to try and engage the French army. And sadly for them, there have been no hits. Oh, tell a lie. No, that was the 28th into the 92nd. And here is the RRA. And there we go, a nice kill by Harry Muno. On to Harry Muno from Wu-Tang Fan, who looks totally gangster. And we move over to the 45th. Look at that, all that smoke in the background. And here's Tommy Cakes from the 51st. As you can see, the guys moving out. So we're going to move back to the free roam camera and look to see if we can find the buggers. So you can see a line in the center of the map. Here we go. And here you can see the fire coming in from the members of the 51st, supported ably on their right hand side to stop any of that nasty outflanking. Let's check around the side, because this is what they're going to have to be careful for. Now covering the far right flank of these guys. They're now pulling back due to the movement of these British fellows. Complete with surgeon. Hello, Doctor. Doctor, Doctor, Doctor. Okay. So now they're moving out, trying to push the advantage of this far left flank. Oh, I'm hearing bullet hits there. Lovely splats as well. Cadet Sharman is down from the 45th. Now, these guys not under a lot of pressure. There's no real sort of number of French army forces to try and stop them, but now you can see these guys moving over. Reforming. Moving in the direction of the right-hand flank to try and cut off the Brits. Here we go. You can see now they've got a defense on the right side. Will they try and push the left side? Oh, look at that long distance shot, and the admin just got shot in the face. Oh dear, poor admin. Ensign Pounder from the 51st is down. And now you can see the French pushing through the centre. Getting up close and personal with the enemy. And they're going to try and get in a line. And you can see the Brits backing up slightly to use the brow of the hill as additional cover. Look at these fine fellows. Getting ready. And there we go. And a shot into the RRA from the LV regiment. And now you can see them making their way out. Oh, goodness me. Oh, the 45th just got absolutely ambushed brutally there. That's cut down their numbers significantly, and down goes another member. Multiple members. Oh, as they're trying to charge in for the kill, and they're wasted to a man. And that, the British troops have been eliminated, and we move on to the next round. So after that rather intense last bit of the round. We're now on to round number 2. And here we are, overlooking the British spawn again. As everybody, all the regiments get themselves organised into their various component parts. The lads all getting lined up and ready to move out. The old crunching of the feet on the snow. And here you go, the jack being held with pride. And now we look for the French. There they are, centre of the screen. Let's see if we can lock in on the buggers and find out what they're planning. So, you can see the French now moving out in numbers. A large majority of them moving out to the far right flank and the sort of centre. You can see these guys here definitely moving out far right. These guys sort of moving centre, centre right, that sort of general direction. Using this wonderful brow of the hill here. You can see, just to give them a little bit of extra cover from the bullets. And there we go, the 51st have engaged at distance with a few nice headshots into the 45th. Lovely stuff indeed, and it looks like they've just lost one of their officers. Oh dear. Oh no. And look at that. Lovely shooting from the 51st into the 92nd and the LV. And they're shooting at some distance. Look at this. Far beyond what would be the normal accuracy level for a musket. And there's some boys in there getting headshots as well. So great shooting here by both sides. And now the British move out. Look at this. Casualties, officers fallen. That looks painful. So yeah, you can see they've lost a few in the initial skirmish. And the fire. This will be the 51st in number. Look at this. Holy crap, that's a lot of them. And now they're moving over to try and get an outflanking position on those French in the centre. Now, we're going to expect to see the French army repurpose themselves. There we go. The big French line up against the big British line. This is going to be brutal. As there you go, you can see some of them trying to engage at long distance. Not expected to get a kill, but any kind of dink on the health, the lucky headshot here and there, will always be gratefully received. And look at this. Now you can see the lines getting sorted out. The French army starting to combine their forces, I should say. Combine too. So, there we go. You can see another line moving out of the way so that they can offer maximum firepower against the British army. And the officers keeping all the lads together, making sure a minimal amount of gaps. Oh, look at that. Couple of lovely long-distance headshots coming in. Look at that. This is going to be a good moment any second once they start presenting. There, one of the RRA. Poor old Rhodesian has fallen. 123 metre kill. Wow. That's pretty serious. Look at this. Here we go. And a nice shot from 51st Griff. And you can see it's a little bit of a standoff really at the moment, because they don't really want to charge forward because they will get cut to pieces. They want to try and keep their advantage. Oh, Lieutenant Colonel Stalker killed with a 95 metre headshot. He didn't see that one coming, sadly for him. So they've lost the Lieutenant Colonel. And now, look at that, fire into Fusilier rivet from the LV. And look at this. So let's go and see what state the Brits are in. They're looking pretty good, I have to say. Now, they've got the drummers there to give them bonuses, flag holders, obviously, to give them the bonuses. And you can see a few casualties in the British lines, but they're keeping their numbers close together so that they can provide as much firepower as possible. Now, it looks like, there we go, they're looking to pull back a little bit, maybe to a slightly different position. Here you go. Over on the left side with the drum roll. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. So, you can see now this massive long line is making its way over to the left side to try and outflank the French. Now you can see there the French have spotted them and have redirected their line, and they're deciding to pull back. Some of the French are standing and holding. Some of the French are regrouping. There you go. You can now see them regrouping. The last thing you want to do is come under massive sustained fire. Oh, down goes the enemy. That was poor old Sparrowweiss. Killed with a lovely 116 meter headshot. Holy crap, that was a beautiful shot. And you can see them now firing back against the British forces. They're in the trees, but look at this. Ambush potential. Oh, look at that. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, the 51st taking apart the 45th. The 45th literally bodies now littering the snow, bleeding out, horrible stuff. Oh, the flag holders. Ouch. Oh, no mercy there for the 45th. Brutally gunned down by the 51st. A sad end to the 45th. And there you can see now the 51st engaging some more enemy to try and finish off the British Army. And right now, it's looking relatively difficult. Numbers are pretty equal, really. As you can see, the sun slowly starting to settle. The long shadows, normal with the sunset. Oh dear, here we go. It's all going to kick off now. There we go. And there, the 92nd losing some people, and the firing continuing back into the members of the 28th. They're now deciding to hide behind a tree, understandably so. The British forces now engaging, also the French here getting involved, and the fire going in to the 92nd. Excuse me. And the 92nd losing numbers. Left, right and centre. Look at these casualties on the British line. And more people dying unceremoniously. Oh, piles of bodies. Look at that. Oh, wow. And there, they're breaking and attacking. But they come under fire from the right flank. This is going to be a nasty situation. As there goes one of the flag holders. As the officer gets involved with a bit of stabby goodness. He's swinging his sabre. And he gets stabbed in the testicles. Oh, dear. Simon MacDonald is finished off, and the French win that round. And here we are, the next round, and the French forces streaming out of their camp, ready to engage the British. So, let's go and have a look. Here's more. Oh, there's Melchett again, the 51st. You can see just behind Jamster. And here's Rosa Roger, also from the 51st. Now, Okra. Getting the boys ready. There's the cannons. Look at this, being sorted out. Here is the 92nd. Oh, don't they look fantastic? William Ross. Nearly tail end Charlie. And Recruit Nemo with the 51st. Oh, goodness me. It's all kicking off. It looks like they've got some lights in there. You can tell that. There's Cadet Shaman. They've got some lights in there because of their spread out formation. You can see there in the background. With the 28th, William Blakeney and friends getting ready. And poor old Happy, oh, I thought that was Happy Forbes. It's Harry Forbes from the 92nd. Just taken a shot to the head. A 256 metre from Tommy Cakes. Holy crap, that's impressive. Very good indeed. So the 28th just sorting out their gaps. With the Tricolor topped by the Imperial Eagle being held low to stop giving away their position if possible. Here, the first FT, Cadet Skeet, moving forward. Oh dear, look at that. Dimitek II, murdered horribly by one of his own teammates. Oh dear, never mind. Alexander McRae from the 92nd. Oh goodness, look at these guys. So patient. And the 51st. Look at this, the 45th. Reloading. And presenting Nico and friends. Getting ready. And there we have it. Nice volley from the fellows. So, recruit Dino Bubba 7 as he's making his way out. And here is Dudziar's Fusilier of the LV. Look at this, a wonderful, wonderful location for them to take cover and take pot shots at the enemy. So let's go back into our free roam. Now, thing to bear in mind, boys and girls, is there will be changes to the game over the course of time. You're going to see all sorts of things. Improvements to the spectator mode, so we'll be able to tell you more information about who these people are without having to swap camera modes. So, looking forward to that. Something to look forward to, generally speaking. And look at these guys, all aiming high for the long distance. And that, you can see the puff of smoke in the centre, is their quarry, the enemy. And you can see cannons not generally being used. This gentleman currently waiting. So, let's go and have a hunt around to see what we can find. Past the palm trees. Past the random soldier lost in the desert. And here you can see the LV now pulling back as they've taken some casualties. You can see lost a couple of their number. And now they've moved back because they weren't happy with the position they were in as the bullets ping between the bricks. And this is another section of lights you can tell, obviously, from the fine Bonnie hats they're wearing. Oh dear. Somebody taking a hit, very nasty on the shoulder. As down goes more members of the 52nd. No, the 51st. What an idiot. So here. Oh, look at that for a volley coming in from these fine fellows. Look at this. As we pass through the smoke, you can see they've lost a couple of their number, not too many. The lights supporting their right flank. And another army, or another line, supporting their left. Now, on the far side, they do have skirmishers and lights. Supported, I would say, yeah, but just, well, I would say that could, yeah, I reckon that's a line, then obviously supported with a line of skirmishers behind it. So, supporting with the additional firepower. You see them making their way past recently broken cannons. Balls stuck in the sand. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, look at that. Puffs of smoke on the horizon. That's going to be the enemy. The enemy. That's going to be the CN enemy that they're going to be looking for. So, let's see. Because we want to get a general gist of where they are. So you can see, yeah, I'd say about 100, 200 meters away, maybe, based on sort of game size. As you can see members of the 28th. Poor old Cletus Stonkson. That's a fine American name, that, isn't it? Cletus. You can see the French now. Look at that, snaking around. Looking for an opportunity to finish off some of the British army. But the Brits have already pulled back. Probably moving back to the defensive position. That is the ruins. So, 7 minutes remaining in this line battle. And the British now forming up to try and hold them back. Look at this. Potential ambush. Getting ready. This could be brutal. Keeping all the forces on the floor. There we go. He looks over the hill. He sees the enemy. And immediately moves the boys out. Or is he gonna bring him closer? He's gonna bring him closer. Look at that, the pistol shot into the... Oh, look at that, the 45th being taken out nastily by the 51st. Firepower, and down goes the officers. Oh no, this is terrible for the 45th. Absolutely cut down to a man. The flag... Oh, the flag holder. Shot by Lieutenant Harbinger. Brutality, ladies and gentlemen. No quarter given or asked on the battlefield. A very, very brutal moment. Now, they're going to start moving forward. They've got to try and get the Brits out of their defensive position. So we fly over here on the right, the far right-hand flank. Oh, down goes an officer. Colonel Alexander Abercrombie. There's poor old Alex. He's down for the count. You can see the British Army now moving over to the far right flank to try and outmaneuver the French. The French centre there being held. And now we can see the Brits moving forward as fire coming in to the 92nd. And the 92nd now engaging the French forces a little bit closer and more personal like. Oh, down goes some members of the 28th as well. And the 28th are suffering mass casualties right now. They're trying to stand and fight. Down goes the officer. And now they charge in for some melee combat. This may not work out well as down goes one. And jumping around like Michael Flatley on speed is one of the Frenchmen. Oh goodness, he's in there and he's stabbed. George Miller is finished off by Alexander MacDonald's bayonet point. But now, look at this. The numbers being trimmed back of the 92nd. Now they're going up against the RRA 1st FT. And the fire coming in on the 92nd. Look at that. Oh, brutality going on. Out comes the pistol shots. Lovely stuff indeed. And now they're engaging. The flag, the tricolour. Oh dear, that may have been a team kill. It's this man with the tricolours going in. Trying to poke people in the face with a... Oh, look at that, a fine sweep. Oh no, team killing everywhere. And no reinforcements, French reinforcements come charging in. And look at that. Down goes John McNair. Okay, he's a little bit...
Les Français sont victorieux.
What the bloody hell's going on? Who are this lot dead? Well, we're back with the next round, and as you can hear, the gunfire already claiming victims And look at this. Commanding officer up high on the cannon to get the advantage of that additional distance. Oh no, we've lost Ferguson, recruiter of the 51st. And look at this. The French closing fast. The 92nd catching some bullets. And we move over here. Look at that. Fantastic. Supported by a line of lights. Checking through the spyglass. And fantastic shooting coming in. Look at that. 203 meter headshot. That is impressive. So, let's go to the standard spectator camera, the third person. Private William Ross of the 92nd. Just behind Harry Munro. And Corporal Melchett again. Look at this. The 45th with a nice volley. There's Lance Corporal Ollie. And Private Shady. Doesn't look too bad. Not too shady, I have to say. Just behind Putis. And you can see the bullets splattering in the sand around these guys. And here you can see Okra, commanding officer of the LV, getting the boys sorted. Look at this. Now they're supported by an additional line. There's France and Dudziars. Now they can move forward and engage the French at long distance. Aim high, lads. Aim high. If the RRA are fighting back, look at that. 90 meter headshots. Good God, these boys are good. And Baron Samedi of the 51st behind Takang. Oh, the bullets, listen to that. Just splattering in the sand around them. Kapwinging off the rocks. And here, the massive line that is the 92nd. Oh, goodness me, what a volley that is. And Private Doc Profit with his lads from the 51st. Oh, he just took a hit. Oh, that's not looking good for Doc, but you can see it's only a small hit. So, needless to say, he's managed to survive that okay. And there's Harbinger. And Atsuko Kagari of the 51st. Doesn't he look handsome? So, we move in next to Rogue and Ladies Man. Look at them. Oh dear! Ladies Man is no more. No more ladies for Ladies Man, sadly. He caught a bullet with his forehead and is now lying prostrate on the field of battle. As we follow Private Rogue, as other members of the 45th are led forward. Whoopsie-daisy. Private Nico as well, following in behind Corporal Thomas. Here is the 28th, Drew Jackson, with a nice kill on to recruit Augustus. Lovely stuff indeed. Oh! Oh, poor Private Jacob Williams. Murdered with a beautiful headshot, and Drew goes down as well. Oh, goodness me. And here we're in with Colonel Wilson of the 45th, getting the lads sorted. Getting them all organised in the line. He's going to probably spyglass, check the area. He's got to watch out, poking his head up. So, look at that long distance shot. See if they can get a little bit of a shot from behind cover. That's interesting. Whether or not that's going to work. Recruit spam trap. Sergeant James and of course Spartacus. The real Spartacus. He is Spartacus. So, let's see. General Crash, Cadet. Working with Punko. Oops-a-daisy. And here are Corporal Rhodesian at the far end. The guys getting themselves ready. See if we can find some Brits in there, shall we? Well, for some reason I can't move. So we're going to go to the free roam camera. And then we'll go back to the standard spectate. Here we go. Here is the 92nd. Alexander MacDonald and the guys moving forward to try and keep their forces close together as per the rules of the line battle. Kind of a sobering thought when you think about the guys who had to do this for real. Going up against bullets, you never know if you're going to get hit. You never know if you're going to take a shot to the shoulder. Shot to the leg, could lose a leg. Shot to the head and it's all over. So, here you can see Cadet Somilon working together with his colonel. The colonel's checking out the area for the enemy. And here is some of the enemy. Fusilier France of the LV and Private Putis of the 51st. Getting themselves sorted out for that line. And there's the skirmishers moving up for the light encounter. There's the commanding officer now moving back, forcing the line to go forward to support the lights. There you go, slowly moving over to one side. Now, recruit Thomas Maitland. You can see him and his team, his regiment, moving over to the far left-hand side to support the other lines. And look at this, recruit pigeon. Long distance shooting from these guys. And now the 92nd are moving out. So, let's see if we can find out what they're up to. This looks like the LV to me. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There could be trouble. There's going to be trouble at Mill, boys and girls. Now you can see them moving behind cover, behind the cannons. And now they're moving up the line just that little bit closer to try and engage them. And it's going to be battle. Look at that. One of the Colonel Miller from the RRA has just been killed. And there we go. The French decide they don't want to go because their opponents have the advantage of cover. But also it means that they move out into the open and put themselves at risk. As down goes a few members of the RRA. Corporal Rhodesian for one. And Cry Wolf for another. So, those boys now moved over to a slightly different position. Now they can take out the likes of William Griffin. A nice long distance 80-meter headshot. So at least they've responded in kind to the enemy. So, flying over the battlefield. We follow up with the French lines moving in even closer towards the ruins where the British are holding. So, here you can see massive long line of Frenchmen making their way out to the left flank, and they're going to be met by some Brits. This could be the 51st versus the 92nd, based on the numbers, and it could be a very, very brutal occurrence here. Look at that. They're trying to move into the right position. There we go. They've seen each other, and they've got to get into a position where they can line up. And now look at that. The Brit moving in closer. Oh, dear. The 92nd coming a cropper from the fire coming in from the 51st. They tried to get a closer position, and now they're turning into a line and firing back at the 51st, cutting down multiple members. But now this is going to be a problem because you've also got supported over there by more Frenchmen So they're going to be under fire from 2 locations. It looks like they've managed to split the forces out a little bit, as there are casualties all over the place. The LV taking some casualties. They force the French to move back. It looks like here the 51st have taken a significant amount of damage, but they go in for the melee. Down goes members of the 92nd, so the 51st still causing them a problem. Oh, look at that. Bit of a flag stab there. The Imperial Eagle still doing damage. Oh, look at that. Oh dear, oh dear. Poor old Okra from the LV gets finished off. And now you've got these fellows over here. The lights engaging with the remaining French. Look at this. Oh, fine stab, sir. And another stab and a bullet coming in. Look at this. Fantastic stuff. Oh, he's down. That was Cletus. Cletus Stonkson. Fighting to the last. Oh, look at this. Blood splattering out of these guys. Down goes multiple members of the first the first FT from ARRA. And now you can see them shooting back against the enemy. And it's not looking good for the French Empire. This is probably the sole survivors of the French army. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, somebody just took a bullet hit there in the line. Long distance damage. Going to take another shot. It's going to be all over for him probably. And listen to those bullets. Down goes Corporal Dillon. Oh, the officer. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Definite orifice aiming there. And they're going to end on a melee round. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Hentai Boy is down. And they're trying to hold their own against the British. But I think it's fair to say they're outnumbered. And there you have it.
Are victorious.
Well, it's time for a melee round. Look at this. Serious drumming and fifing occurring. And there waiting for them is the French army. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, the Atmos. Lovely stuff indeed. The thunderstorm. And here we are. Waiting for the off. Now, here comes the musical accompaniment. Look at those lightning strikes. Oh, goodness me, it's a square. Oh, here come the French. Brace yourself, lads. And look at this. Bravely charging or walking into the battle. Oh, he's going in for a punch. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Poor Okra. Taken down. Went in for the brutal punch. Oh, fine stabbing coming in from the French. As the members of the LV are finished off. Let's look at this. Reinforcements waiting patiently. Pointy bayonets at the ready. Oh, who's fighting his life? Fighting for his life here. Oh, he forces a team kill. Oh, and another murder. Ghazi there. LV Ghazi. Holy crap, sir. beautiful, beautiful work with the melee. And now he's fighting against the remaining French forces. Oh, another kill by Ghazi. And there's one guy over there. Yeah, he didn't last long. Recruit spam trap, and down goes Ghazi, killed by the Imperial Eagle. And look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Wow. Look at this. It's just beautiful. And look, they're breaking up to attack from two directions to cause maximum problems. Look at these guys waiting. And any minute, there's going to be a charge from both directions. And there we go, they're charging in, and they break an attack. Oh, look at that, the murdering. Oh, goodness me. Oh, fantastic, as the drummer's in the centre, and the fifers. Oh, no. Bit of random fifing going in there, lovely stuff indeed. The flag holders, the Union Jack. Oh, he gets felled. And down goes another officer. The Union Jack claiming some victims. Let's see.
The British are victorious.
There you have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this line battle, the Sunday official line battle, hosted by the 51st. And we'll see you again for more Holdfast. Take care, everyone.